racism is still very apparent in today's society with the Ferguson case and the killing of Trayvon Martin. These are all examples of modern day racism.
Racism is still a part of today's society because we still judge people and try to fit them into a stereotype just because of their color.
Well, employers these days tend to value a white employee over like a minority employee, and that's pretty messed up because everyone should be treated equally, and we should pass laws to prevent that type of thing.
Racism is still a part in society today because people are judged by their skin color and their stereotype on a daily basis. Like, people would assume that a black person is really good at basketball or they're ghetto or something, but when they meet them, they could be different.
I believe racism is a horrible act that has run forever, but is no way for society to work. It deserves to be completely abolished because of all the terror and negativity that it has caused. Although not many people would like to believe it, racism is still apparent in our current world. One can be treated differently in their work field based on race, and it is even seen in Major League Sports, and it can be just a person's overall mindset. Yes, and it's very interesting how race can actually empower a person or cause them to feel hatred. If we want to increase equality and completely get rid of racism, the whole world would practically have to change drastically. It begins how people are raised. They should be taught that a person should never be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. It is our decision to end racism, and it must happen.
Race has an effect on how you're perceived to people that judge you based on your race, because they'll see what race you are and then judge you based on that, but then other people that don't care about race, they won't judge you based on that.
I do think that race affects how people are perceived because there are stereotypes everywhere. No matter where you go, people are always going to assume that you're better or worse at something because of your race.
An example I can think of is, like you said, like when somebody, like when there's a team, like back in the old days of MLB, they're like all the teams were white people, and like they wouldn't let the black.
I think that race affects the way people assume things about other people. Like, if you're black, people assume that you're going to be fast and good at sports. If you're white, people assume that you're rich or you have like wealthy families and stuff like that. So I just think that like whatever race you are changes the way people think about you automatically without even getting to know you.
Playing a baseball, what they did was they only made only Caucasians were allowed to play, and then soon it just wasn't right because they were saying that the black people shouldn't be allowed to play because they were just a different skin color, which really wasn't fair until soon one guy broke the color barrier. Jackie Robinson.
Well, I think everybody should be treated equally, and you shouldn't be treated differently just because of your skin color. It's not fair, it's rude, and it needs to stop.
I believe racism is wrong, and no one should be labeled because of their color, where they come from, because of their gender. It's unfair.
I feel like there are a lot of stereotypes on people just based on their race, like when it comes to all aspects, like sports and just everyday life.
I think that stereotyping needs to end first because it's what separates people from interacting with people of different races. The people that are racist are just uneducated and need to learn more about the many diverse cultures of the world today. I don't think racist people are born racist. They're made that way by all the ignorant people around them, so it is a problem that can be fixed.
We can get rid of racism by giving people a chance, getting to know them, and not judge them by their color or where they come from without knowing what they go through at all.